This is Brandy Crosby with Unshakable Presence. I help women find their confidence so they can live the life they were called to live. In today's episode, we're going to talk about how long will it take to become visible? How long will it take to reach our goals? Okay. And the answer is as long as it takes. If you are somebody who really wants something, but you don't put any action forward, it's going to take a very long time, okay? If you are like Moses, as many of us are, and we are set forth on a journey to go somewhere and to do something, but there's a lot of challenges and battles along the way, sometimes with our own self, our own ability, or arguing that we don't have the ability to do something, it will take us an even longer amount of time. It took 40 years for Moses to lead the people to the promised land, okay? And he didn't even make it himself, okay? Which is super interesting, right? But the point is, God asks for us to take steps. And the interesting thing is, if you are steadily taking those steps, you may arrive, you may become visible, and you didn't even know that moment was going to happen. I'll give you a couple of examples in my own life. So 20 years ago, when I was in college and right after college, I had various positions at churches. I was the choir director sometimes, I was the children's director sometimes, I was the youth director sometimes. And I remember thinking like, well, I'd kind of like to be the family pastor, and that way I can really incorporate all of those things because I have those gifts. And then fast forward to 20 years, and there's a part-time position at a church, and the people knew me. I had moved back into town, and I already had a job, but they were looking for somebody. So I knew that I couldn't do it full-time because I had an amazing job that really did a great job supporting our family. But they said yes to me. They saw me. They said, yes, we know you, we see you, you are capable of this. And I was in that ministry for almost a couple of years, okay? And that's because all of a sudden, whatever I had done over those years and faith over the little things, that I was trusted when that opportunity was presented to me. Two more examples. In that ministry, being visible made it where there was a young lady that was called to the ministry. And where we are from, there's not as many women in leadership roles in churches. And her seeing me as a leader just really inspired her, right? And so it was really a moment of, I was visible, and I didn't even realize that my visibility allowed somebody else's gift to grow and bloom. So she came on board, and she's doing all sorts of things now. She's singing, she's leading children's things, and that's all because I stepped into this position, and people saw me, they trusted me over the little things, and the whole purpose of that could be just to give this one individual that hope that a woman can lead, right? And then kind of passing that torch on. So that's a beautiful thing. Another example in corporate America. I work at a corporation, and I teach, I do training and development, I do graphic design. I love my job. And I get to present on occasion for all hands meetings, which there's hundreds of people on these meetings. And one can be very nervous. And I remember presenting in my first all hands meeting, and I usually don't follow a script, but I did because I was so nervous, and my feedback was I followed a script. And then a couple more times I had done an all hands, and then this week actually, and I had been in this organization at this small piece of the organization for about 5 years, somebody said, hey, I can't present at the all hands today. Can you do it? And I was like, yeah, sure. Let's do it. And so I presented, and I was visible in a way that I hadn't been before because I wasn't ready before. And how I knew that I was visible is after I presented, it was like a 5-minute segment or whatever, people were just messaging me left and right. Great job, that was amazing, that was really inspiring, and I was like, what? Like, I'm the same person today as I was 5 years ago when I did it the first time, so what's different? Okay, now I'm visible. Okay? And what does visibility require? It requires taking action. If I were to back that bus up and take you on that journey of what that looks like, that means reaching out to people to say hello on a regular basis. That means offering training classes to them. That means getting together with them. That means offering to do graphic designs for them, asking, how can I help? What can I do for you? It involves creating programs that include everyone, right? And so it's not just a ta-da moment, it's, oh, all of these things that I've done to help and to serve these people, like they now see me and they hear my voice and they trust my voice and they're inspired by my voice. So as long as it takes. In Matthew 25, we have the parable of the bags of coins. The master gives several servants different amounts of coins, and the couple of servants that double what they made, he goes, well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things. I'll put you in charge of many things. Pay attention here in this verse that it says, well done, good and faithful servant. Does it say, well, thinking, good job for thinking of doing those things? No, it says done. So they have actually gone out and they have done something, okay? And this done over and over and over again, will it always lead to success? No, that's not, could it lead to success? Yes. If we think about like John the Baptist, he was persistent, he was faithful, he kept doing the things, he was beheaded, right? So, but as Christians, we're called to go forth and do. Do we sometimes get to reap the fruits of our labor? Yes. Okay, yes, sometimes we do. But our calling is in the doing and the joy is in the doing, okay? And so I would invite you to think about, how long is it going to take for you? For me, I'm very excited about this YouTube podcast thing because it doesn't matter how long it takes to reach people. I want to get better at this. Like how long it takes, I don't know. God's gonna shape me. He's gonna form me. He's gonna help me learn how to say the words that you need to hear, so that way that you can be inspired. Am I there yet today? I don't know, right? Because I can't see the fruit. I can't see the fruit. But God is putting me out here. He's saying, do this. Talk to the people. Give them hope. Give them wisdom. Share my words, okay? And then in due time, if there is a reward, cool. If not, there's joy in the doing, okay? So how long does it take to become visible? As long as it takes. Keep on keeping on, y'all. All right, many blessings. God bless.